The Dragon Steamboat battles the magnificent Morocco. Also, it's the return of the Hulkster as Hulk Hogan defends his title against Randy Macho Man Savage. But wait, there's more. In a tag team match, it's Roddy Piper against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. As Cowboy Bob Orton teams up with Piper and Bruno Sammartino teams up with Orndorff. All this and much, much more. So sit back and get comfortable for the next 2.5 hours of the non-stop, unpredictable action of the WWF as Prism proudly presents Spectrum Wrestling. Well, hello, everybody. From the Spectrum ringside, it's about to happen all over again. We have another sensational match. We've got 8 of them, but what a matchup. We've got a tag team, and I mean a tag team to end all tag team matches because it's Grudge City all the way. Orndorff, Bruno Sammartino matching up against Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton.
Boy, that's going to be a classic.
Oh, don't go away.
With that. And the top match in all of professional wrestling today, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, stepping in one-on-one against the hottest piece of property right now anywhere in the entire wrestling world, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Well, that's going to be tough, I'll tell you. We've got a tremendous lineup. They're ready inside the ring, so let's go to the ring and get the announcement of our first matchup in the World Wrestling Federation at the Spectrum.
And welcome to the Titan Sports Wrestling Show. Commissioner Jimmy Finn has appointed the following. On the time, Jimmy Mina. The Dr. Davidson has examined each and every wrestler. And our referee, Ray Belasecki. That brings us to the opening match. 20 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina. Weighing 230 pounds, Rick Quick Draw McGraw. And his opponent, from parts unknown, 270 pounds, Underdog Spot. 20 minutes or less.
The Zinc, once again, Dick, doing his usual job on us. Tremendous individual.
Well, I'll tell you, we've seen the Mood Dogs wrestle in tandem. We've seen them wrestle individually. Now we've got Spot back, or Moondog Spot, and he's so unpredictable, I don't know what to figure.
Well,
I'll tell you one thing.
there's 3 of them around, Dick,
Yeah.
and Spotty is the runt of the litter at 305 pounds. So you can imagine what the other 2 characters look like.
Well, I'll tell you, he comes to do it, but Rick McGraw has quite an evening cut out for him, whether he knows it or not. When he signed the contract to go up against Moondog Spot. Well, they contact each other. A little push and shove and a clean break. All right, so far so good.
Cotton Candy looked good going by, too, didn't
Yeah. Forearm shot to the chin by the dog. Into the corner. Whoa, nice maneuver.
Slip over the
look
back.
at that.
Too
1,
soon.
2.
Too much power left at that point in time, but a nice try.
Almost over before it began. McGraw, whom I know to be very, very agile. I've known him about 6, 7 years now. Really showing he knows his way around the ring. Nice arm drag takedown on Moondog Spot. Back up again.
Plenty of exciting things happening in the World Wrestling Federation, Dick, and one of them is an album that's out right now, produced by the wrestlers themselves, sung by the wrestlers themselves. Some unbelievable numbers on there. JYD has one called Grab Them Cakes. The Hillbilly has one called Don't Mess with the Country Boy. We'll give him some further information later on that, but it's a classic, and it's on the
Junkyard
stand.
Dog's doing his thing. Huh?
Look at that beautiful hip lock by McGraw.
Whoa, nice. Arm drag takedown.
You got to maintain control when you do that, because if you're underneath there and that guy comes down on top of you, it's goodbye. It's over.
Goodbye. And you got a lot of weight there, as you said, with Moondog Spot. Wow.
Spotty tipping the scales at some 305 pounds plus. And it doesn't appear that he spent a whole lot of money on his ring attire this week.
Well, he doesn't know. He really doesn't. The thing I find amazing about wrestlers, and I've been doing it for quite a long time now, is the agility. And I don't care about size, and I can number you among these guys I'm talking about, too. You're talking about giant, massive people.
Comic drop coming up, a beauty.
Whoa! Woo!
Spotty will be sitting down gingerly for the next several days, maybe a week.
Well, I just wrapped that up. I was saying the agility of the wrestlers. I tell you, I just can't believe these guys are in tremendous shape, and they stay in shape, pumping iron, running, the whole thing. So you're seeing tremendous athletes.
You have to have that, Dick. There's no way that you can train to get agility, really, per se. You either have it or you don't have it.
Right.
You know, you can skip rope from now till the cows come home, and if you're not well coordinated and have agility to begin with, it's not going to do you any good.
That's for sure.
You have to have it naturally. God has to give it to you.
Well, we talked. There's McGraw off the ropes, ducks under the Moondog. Flying takedown. Whoa! 1, 2.
Couldn't have hooked that gigantic leg.
No, that's it. Another
He
arm
tried.
drag takedown.
He tried like heck to do it, but
Well, that's a big thigh he was grabbing.
certainly
hold of.
is. And if you don't hook anything on Spotty, you're not going to get him because he's just too powerful upper body-wise.
Yeah, going back to something you mentioned last month, as I recall, Gorilla Monsoon, that there are a lot of young wrestlers coming along, and boy, these guys are good.
They certainly are. You know, you can get involved real early now in amateur wrestling. I think they're starting even preschool, Dick. And, you know, with that kind of training, with that kind of background, that's what you need to become a superstar in the world of professional wrestling and be involved with an organization like the World Wrestling Federation. And that's the only way. If you don't have that background in wrestling, you're not going to make it.
Well, you're in the minor leagues.
You know, these guys will eat you up.
That's right.
Eat you up alive.
Well, there's still no decisiveness here. You've got a lot of great maneuvers. Right now, we're just sort of backed into the corner there where they got a break. Forearm, shoulder into the midsection. He reverses.
Oh, face first, right into that top turnbuckle. Spotty went for a ride.
And McGraw, with great anticipation, pulled him down. Still working on that one arm.
Not of his own choosing either.
No.
Got a classic confrontation coming up later on. I call it the Hawaiian connection. What a vendetta there between the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, and the magnificent one, Morocco.
Well, Steamboat, just has captured the imagination of fans everywhere in the WWF. And I'll tell you, he just has a legion of fans here in Philadelphia.
Capacity crowd on hand this month here in the Spectrum. Literally hanging off the rafters, the SRO signs. Went out early. Woo! Nobody home.
No,
Look at the power here by McGraw.
Oh, nice arm drag takedown again. McGraw very much in command at the present time.
It's not very hard to take a military press 300 pounds. And when that 300 pounds is jiggling and moving and fighting you, it becomes a feat of strength.
That is true.
Spotty, you can see the lumps on his back starting to form. Doesn't take long.
Well, you know, a lot of people say, well, that ring must be really padded. I say, you want to bet? You want to bet a little money on that?
You can't, because you can't use any heavy padding, because then you wouldn't be able to get any footwork.
That's right.
Tripping, breaking ankles.
It would be too much give.
There's very, very little under there. On top of that steel is 3/4 inch plywood covered by canvas, and that's it.
That's it. Well, into the ropes, and
nice leapfrog.
Nice. Oh! Nice
Double-crossed him.
McGraw really has that arm drag takedown to a science.
Well, he's doing the right thing, Dick. You find a spot and you go to work. When you got a big guy like Spotty, you take a spot, an arm or a leg or a neck, and you go to work on it and try to weaken the guy and wear him down a little bit.
Well, we see that time and time again. If the guy is favoring, say, a knee, a smart guy will work that to death until it's proved that was the way to go, or whatever.
Sometimes it would behoove you in the dressing room, you know, if you got a bad right elbow, tape up the left one.
Right.
You know, let him go to work on that one.
Knowing you, I bet you've done that.
I've done that a number of times. However, some of those times I ended up with 2 bad elbows.
All right. An honest man.
McGraw still in control. Spotty has hasn't shown me a great deal of offense yet in this match, but this one is a long way from being over. Either man knows that one fatal mistake and it's lights out.
Whoa!
Nice shoulder block.
Takedown. Nice.
Spotty drops down in front. Look out.
Oh!
Caught him for the backbreaker.
I think he went for the ribs on that. Not so much a backbreaker, but the ribs right across the knee, and McGraw's hurting. He's favoring that one thigh. It looks like, or knee. I'm not sure.
Draw in a whole heap of trouble here in the Spectrum as the Moondog is starting to unload with the heavy artillery. Big right hand right between the eyes. That'll give you a negative attitude forever.
It sure will. McGraw's really a gamer, but you know that one leg is about all that's holding him up. He's favoring the other one. And Moondog Spot says, come on, let's get it on. Snap Bear takedown.
One of Spotty's favorite holds, reverse chin lock. Yep. He loves that. It's got that low center of gravity, which makes it even more effective.
Well, the dog looks like he could be choking, but the referee's right on the scene, tucking his hand under there, make sure there's some room to breathe. Yeah.
There's two things you got to look for. One, that forearm doesn't slip underneath the chin, and the other one, that the meaty upper part of the forearm doesn't cut off your air from your mouth and your nose.
Get you two ways.
Yeah. Besides that, he's leaning on you with that 305 pounds.
True.
Right on top of the situation, checking it out.
Well, we got a great card, as we said earlier, fans. S.D. Jones is back. He's on Sunday. And down goes quick draw Rick McGraw again, holding his midsection.
Inverted backbreaker to the short rib area. Pretty even matchup here if I had to pick a winner from the outset. You know, this thing could go either way. Oh, look out, sunset flip. He's not going to get him over.
No. It took a shot in the face for his trouble.
Look out. Spotty on that second rope on the inside.
Oh.
Wow. Right across the back of the head.
He's about 6 feet off the canvas. 1, 2.
No. Close, but no cigar.
Rather slow count there, maybe. Back to the hold again under the chin.
One of my other colleagues would say Mean Gene Okerlund. Only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. He's a classic, isn't he?
He's a piece of work.
Where's Woodring at?
Moondog Spot maintaining control with this reverse chin lock. In the meantime, making Ricky carry his weight. Referee checking in there for the choke.
Well, you talk about a little bit of agony on somebody's face.
Tremendous shot by our number 5 camera. Sneaking right in there.
McGraw's trying to get it together. Coming from somewhere, I don't know. He's wrestling maybe on instinct at the present time.
Well, there's a guy who they thought would never, ever again enter the squared circle, Dick, after that tremendous broken neck that he suffered. And he proved a lot of very intelligent doctors to be a lot.
Well, as I said at the outset, he's a gutsy guy. That's borne out in the fact that, as you say, he's still wrestling at this point in time.
Elbow slowed him down, but not a whole lot behind it.
Comes the knee, side of the knee.
Spotty still got the upper hand. Oh, nice reversal by Rick. Look out.
He hit the knee, the bottom of the knee area, tell you, right across.
Quickness again on the part of Spot Moondog, taking advantage of a situation. McGraw looks ripe for the pickings right now.
I think he is.
Reverse mule kick, nicely executed by Moondog Spot. And McGraw almost went out head first.
Well, he may be going now. Yep.
Take a hike. Came down feet first, lucky for him. From our vantage point anyway, it appeared that way. Needless to say, though, he's down on the ice. There's nothing down there but ice, which is just like concrete.
That's a hard surface, man.
Not the place to be.
Nope. Spot just pacing now. One big circle. He wants, he threw him out, but he wants McGraw back in now.
It's good move from McGraw here. Stay out there, take a little breather. As long as this guy's going to keep coming over and breaking that count.
McGraw's hurting, though. He's really hurting. I wonder why. Head butt, and McGraw down on one knee.
Look out.
Flying
Clothesline.
headbutt.
Wow.
Clothesline right across the rope.
Spotty doesn't want him in there. Oh, dropped right down on that right shoulder and elbow.
He's getting warned by the referee, but, well, one guy's outside, the other's inside. That's what we're talking about.
Well, there's one way to get around that, Dick. You put one guy that's left in the ring in the corner, you tell him to stay there. You either count the guy out that's on the floor or disqualify the guy that's in the ring for not letting you count the guy out that's on the floor.
There you go. There's always a way of these things. Well, the Moondog's sort of hanging by the top ropes there.
Well, Rick's got him by the leg there. He's trying to drag him out with him, I think. Oh, he got stopped.
I'll tell you, McGraw's a gamer. He keeps getting back up. Still trying to get back in that ring again. It looks like he's made it this time with the help of Moondog's spot. Forearm across the back of the head, around the neck. Hey, another forearm, this time by Rick McGraw.
Not a whole lot behind that shot.
Didn't break an egg.
Look at this slam.
Whoa!
Oh.
He held on to him as he pulled him down. I don't know. 1, 2.
No, you got to have 3, Spotty. 2 won't do it.
Spot's looking out at the audience, the fans, but they're not going to help him. He's got to do it. Takes a shot in the midsection.
McGraw reaching down for something extra. Oh, look out.
Oh,
Reverse atomic drop.
Boy, that rattles you right up to the bottom of the head.
Well, just when Rick thinks he's coming out of it, Spotty drops something on him.
The dog doesn't pull the leg. He's not. He's trying to pin just by holding him down by the shoulders. Ain't going to work, at least at this point in time. Ain't going to work.
Very, very important match in both of these guys' careers, Dick, because a loss in this particular match with this type of competition can drop you in a hurry. Drop you down in ratings in a big hurry.
Well,
and vice versa, a win.
Oh, it can pull you up. Yes, indeed.
Certainly elevate your career standing. And the World Wrestling Federation has a match committee that does nothing but review these matches and to deem who is #1 challenger for whatever titles are available. Got him over.
Oh! No, body home.
Right down on that already sore right arm and elbow. 1 count, 2. Whoa.
Roll over again. Didn't kick out, just roll over.
Well, he's letting that right arm free underneath there, and he's shooting it through. Basic amateur move.
In the midsection.
Nice knee lift.
Drop down.
Well executed knee lift. Spotty's not going to beat him that way.
No way. McGraw had to put his right foot on the bottom rope.
Spotty's getting a little frustrated there.
Really? Well, he had him a few times, but he didn't finish him off.
Arm whip now by the dog.
Oh!
Ooh, caught him
Whipped
coming
him,
in.
down he went. I don't know if this is going to do it or not.
No way. No way. He's not going to get him. You can't get a guy when you're bracing some of your own body weight on your own arm, Dick. Your body weight's got to be down on the guy you're trying to pin.
Well, the dog keeps thinking he's going to do it his way, and I don't know how long it's going to take him.
He's going out. He's going up, maybe. Moondog Spot climbing the turnbuckle from the outside. However, McGraw is just about on his feet. He's going to catch him.
He's going to take him with him.
Look out. Whoa!
Landed right on his back, right on the shoulders, the back of his neck. McGraw's upset. I've seen him stalk his guy before.
He's hurt, but he's coming.
Yeah.
Spotty's saying, give me a break.
McGraw says enough is enough, man.
Rights and lefts now as McGraw exploding.
Go right to the beard. Down goes Spot.
No.
Nope, missed him by 2.5.
Reverse backslide. He may get him here. No.
Just
Right arm
right on out.
Winds him up. Irish whip in. Oh. And another miss. Woo. Small package coming up. No.
Right idea, but just... Oh.
Oh, he ran him right in. Nice move there.
But Rick took a shot, too, right in the throat. 1, 2.
He got him.
Got him as right.
Design move by Spot Moondog, very cleverly executed. As McGraw was trying to run him into the corner, he ducked underneath that top rope, and Rick literally knocked himself silly.
Well, McGraw caught a shot of the Adam's apple, and he's still hurting.
Big win for Moondog Spot here to Spectrum. Let's get the official word.
And the winner of this match, Moondog Spot.
Very unpopular decision. Look at him chewing on
Well,
that
Spot's
porridge
having a
thing.
little bit of a snack here before he leaves.
Talk about your ptomaine poisoning.
Oh, man.
And there's McGraw. Boy, he was in a battle.
He does. I think Spot's got himself a dinosaur bone, looks like. I would touch that thing if I were starving.
Here it is. Let's go back and take a look. He tried to get him with this small package. Couldn't hold him. That left arm came right out of there.
But somehow, when he took him into the rope now...
Now look at Spot. He ducked right underneath that top rope.
I saw what happened.
Ducked right
McGraw's
underneath
throat
there.
got into the top turnbuckle.
Very clever maneuver. That's what really did it. That secondary blow after that meant nothing. Rick was out of it at that point.
McGraw's still limping, trying to get down the steps in the ring. Whew, I'm telling you.
Big victory for Moondog Spot. Whew.
Ringside, Dick Graham with Gorilla Monsoon, and I'll tell you, another exciting wrestling program at the Spectrum. A sellout crowd of 19,710 fans. Nobody likes wrestling.
That doesn't include the obstructed vision seats. Like behind the pillar.
All right. I'll tell you, 19,000 some odd fans. What a sight to behold.
Those are the ones that paid.
Hey, that's the only way. Well, we'll be getting set up for our next match, but we've got a tremendous program. We've got Rene Goulet back again. We've got Steve Gator Wolf, and the guy we haven't seen for a while, always popular here in Philadelphia. Let's get the announcement.
Our next match, 20 minutes. From Jim Thorpe, PA, red and black trunks at 250 pounds, A.J. Petrucci. His opponent from our town right here, Philadelphia, 247 pounds, Special Delivery Jones. The referee for this 20-minute match, Dusty Feldbaumer.
S.D. Jones, born and bred right here in Philadelphia.
You betcha. You know, I'm just looking at him coming in. I didn't want to say anything until he took his jacket off. It looks like he's beat up a little bit. You know, he was sick about a year ago or so. As I
Almost died on us.
I know. Very, very ill. And he lost a tremendous amount of weight, but the guy, he's a gamer, too. He kept hanging in and building his body back up again. He's looking great. Looked like the old SD we've known for a long time.
You know, he just kept getting sicker and sicker. Didn't know why. The guy was in such great shape was what saved his life, because his appendix had burst and ruptured, and he didn't even know it.
How about that?
He didn't even know it. And the doctor stated, doctor in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that if he hadn't been in such tremendous physical condition, goodbye, he was a goner.
That's that close.
So well, he's got a lot to thank professional wrestling for.
For sure. And he does every day. Well, S.D. Jones locking horns with A.J. Petrucci.
I think that's the shortest I've ever seen him wear his hair, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe he lost a bet on the ball game or something. He might have bet on the Eagles.
Wow. There's a bet for you.
Boy, they sure looked good a couple weeks ago, I'll tell you that.
They look great, and they got those giants, huh? Well, Petrucci's from up around Jim Thorpe, PA. That's a great heritage in that athletic mecca. The name of the town named after the great Indian star, football player, track man. And now here's A.J. Petrucci trying to make himself a name in the World Wrestling Federation against tonight S.D. Jones, Special Delivery Jones. Petrucci just seemed to slow down the pace because S.D. wants to get it on with him. Oh, He gave SD a shot to the head with his fist and wound up shaking his fist for his effort.
Dick, have you seen any of the cartoons that the World Wrestling Federation has on
Saturday morning?
On Saturday mornings, Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Isn't that tremendous?
It is fantastic.
Oh, I couldn't believe it the first time I saw it.
It's well done, and the kids really love it. And the parents, I think, are satisfied, too, you know?
Albano's character is just unbelievable in there. I think that's Lou Albano. That's the way he is, 24 hours a day.
That's right. He never, as you see him, what you get is what he is. That's it.
These guys are doing so many things. And I think they're having quite an impact on the youth of America today.
Tremendous.
You know, I don't care what that song is out there. We don't need any more heroes. We do need heroes.
Are you kidding?
You know, we do need heroes. And
well, I had heroes growing up. I'm sure you did, and I decried the fact for a long time there apparently have been no heroes for the kids. And I think you need them. You got to have them.
Yep, absolutely.
This anti-hero stuff is for the birds. All right. Dusty Feldbaumer doing a count on A.J. Petrucci, who gives an elbow shot to the back of the head on S.D. Jones.
Dick, believe it or not, on that album we were talking about earlier, the Wrestlers album, Nikolai Volkov has a single on there, Karabia Mine. Wait till you hear that.
Really?
And another one of his friends, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, has a tune on there called Eat Your Heart Out, Rick Springfield. This thing is a classic. If you haven't heard it, I think during intermission tonight they're going to play it for everyone.
All right, I got to listen to that.
And it's a beauty.
Body slam by SD. Woo-hoo. Did he lay him out there? I mean, as you say, no padding on this ring floor. Petrucci's on. Time out. Let's take a little time here.
No tasty cake breaks in professional wrestling.
Nope.
Big left
SD
hand
gave that left hand roundhouse, man.
Look out. Wind-up time.
Oh, brought that leg up, brought the foot right to the midsection, and down goes Petrucci.
Well, the only way for a guy like AJ to make a rep for himself anywhere, especially here in the World Wrestling Federation, is to beat a guy with the caliber of S.D. Jones' talent.
That's it.
You know, S.D. Jones on any given night can beat anybody.
That's right.
In my book, he has that capability. He doesn't get fired up enough.
Well, I was about to say, funny you should mention that. Toward the end of a match, many times, the guy will be using questionable tactics on SD, and all of a sudden he gets angry, but maybe it's too late by that time.
Yeah, it's good to get angry and to get bent out of shape as long as you don't lose it.
Got to control it.
As long as you don't lose your cool, because that'll wipe you out quicker than anything else, because then you start making stupid mistakes that you ordinarily wouldn't make.
That's right.
But if you can get that adrenaline flowing,
use it in your favor.
Oh, that's the key.
Well, Petrucci's still doing a chin lock on the on Special Delivery Jones. Takes him into the ropes. Shoulder block down. Oh! SD ducked over.
Cardinal sin. Ducked his head.
How many times? You got to keep, in any sport, you got to keep your head up.
Can't do that.
Nope. Like that
Can't
same
put your
hold.
head down.
Nope. Still using the series of forearms across the wrist.
AJ is going to use anything he can to get a victory.
He's kicking at him. Oh, headbutt. The headbutt becoming more popular all the time.
Trouble is, I see so many guys using a headbutt, Dick, on somebody that notoriously has a hard head, and it always backfires on them. I don't know whether they don't do their homework or or what it is.
You got to know when to use it.
I saw the master from the Double Cross Ranch, Terry Funk.
Oh, yeah.
Use a headbutt on somebody who had an extremely hard head, and I think it cost him the match.
Well, I've seen S.D. Jones take a headbutt time and time again and just shake it off. Whoa! Look out. Same old stuff. S.D. got too much. He really got eager to go into the corner after him. And A.J. Petrucci ducked out, and nobody home when by the time S.D. got there.
A lot of Hulkamania shirts at ringside.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're all over the building.
Well, the guys, the gals, the kids, the headbands, the hats, the whole thing. That man's here to stay. Hogan.
Hulkamania running wild everywhere.
Well, the hooker is going against Randy Macho Man Savage. And I'll tell you, it's not going to be an easy night for Hulk.
The only thing easy about it will be taking a look at Elizabeth. That'll be the only easy.
Mercy.
You know, easy on his eyes, but that's about where it ends right there.
Yep.
Oh, small package.
Oh.
He went for it, missed it, reached up and hooked it. He might get it. He got him.
Got him.
Well, that's an experience on the part of AJ showing up, because once SD missed that small package, he had a chance to get out of there, and he did.
Petrucci's a little upset, but bad. He was snookered. They got him. And he's sticking the ring ropes, and he's angry, maybe more at himself than anybody else.
Special Delivery Jones!
SD, Special Delivery Jones, chalking up another victory here in the jam-packed, hanging from the rafters Spectrum for the hottest ticket in town, World Wrestling Federation action.
Amen to that, man. SD's had a good evening. Worked up a little bit of a sweat.
Here it comes. Let's take a look at it. Look at SD just missed the neck there. But look, it had the presence of mind to reach up and hook it. He already had the legs hooked, so that was no problem. Dusty Feldbaumer right on top of the situation. 3 count, goodbye.
Well, Gorilla Monsoon, you cannot supplant. Nothing replaces sheer experience.
Absolutely not.
That's what it is. No, that's
There he is.
Hello there. Well, you're watching Spectrum Wrestling exclusively on Prism, and we'll be right back.
Vietnam, 1984. Chuck Norris is James Braddock. Decorated war hero. Ex-prisoner of war. An American on a mission. One man who couldn't forget the Americans that were left behind.
We categorically deny that there are any living MIAs in Vietnam.
Wrong answer. James Braddock has returned. To uncover the truth and free the soldiers.
We're going home?
Missing in action.
Damn right.
James Braddock declares war. The war isn't over until the last man comes home. America had no more heroes. Until now. Chuck Norris, missing in action.
Well, there's a stir in the crowd at the Spectrum, because if you look in the ring, there he is.
Steve Gatorwolf.
Gatorwolf, and I'll tell you,
Don't envy his job.
he's got a tough way to go with King Kong Bundy tonight, but
The
anyway.
moving condominium, I call it.
Huh?
The moving condominium.
I won't argue that.
500 pounds plus of power and agility.
Well, the crowd's stirring again, so we look to pick up the arrival of Bundy.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't they beautiful?
Oklahoma, 295, Steve Gator Wolf. And his opponent, Atlantic City, New Jersey, black outfit, 458-pound King Kong Bundy.
458 pounds, my foot, Dick. This guy's well over that 500-pound
He has
mark.
never missed a meal.
There's one classic placard out there, Dick. King Kong is a ding-dong.
Well, the jackets are off, the Indian headdress is put aside, and the bell's rung. All we got to do his weight now. Bundy's hassling the referee about something.
Well, Gator will have to do some fancy dancing to get by this guy there.
Well,
don't envy his position.
I wonder if anybody's ever body slammed the guy.
I've never seen it done. Boy, he did a number recently on national television, not only to Andre the Giant, with about 4 or 5 big splashes right on Andre's sternum, and it hurt him. And then he did the same thing at the crowning of the Manager of the Year Awards to Hillbilly Jim. And both of those guys now have a vendetta to settle with King Kong Bundy.
Oh, boy. Well, that'll be something to see.
Well, you know what he's done, Dick? King Kong Bundy is now teamed up with Big John Studd. Has to be the most formidable tag team that I've ever seen.
That's like a moving brick wall right there. A little pressure on the arm and the shoulder area by King Kong Bundy on Steve Gatorwolf. Gatorwolf down, experiencing a little bit of pain, discomfiture right now. It's down on one knee. Bundy says, ask him. He's looking for a submission. I don't know he's going to get it, but that's what he's asking the referee about.
Gatorwolf got to use his speed and agility, Dick. He wants to be anywhere near successful in this particular matchup. Can't let this guy slap something on you and beat you to death with it because the lights will go out in a hurry.
Well, it's liable to happen. Bundy is a study in concentration right now. The ringside is starting to get on his case, and he's responding. He's got to block them out. These guys will eat you alive here in Philadelphia, I'll tell you that.
Oh, he just got a view of that one sign, Dick, and that really turned him on.
I guess.
Look at that knee lift.
One of the signs had the legend, King Kong is a ding-dong. The sign said it, King Kong, I didn't.
I could tell him that you said that.
All right, well.
Later on in the locker room
area. A fast car waiting for me. Well, Gatorwolf is stunned into the corner. Takedown by Bundy. Dropping that knee on him, man. 1, 2. Close. 2.5, maybe.
Bundy's having a good time, Dick.
I know. He looks like, oh, boy, now I got to start all over again. Well, all right.
Big smile on his face.
Yeah, he dropped an elbow on him. Another elbow. Oh! Bundy getting ticked off. Kicked him in the head. Oh.
In that size 18 right on the back of the neck. Woo. I guarantee you he wasn't worried about Gloria down in Atlantic City, Dick.
No,
that's where he comes from.
Gloria, be afraid of him. There's a shot. No forearm. That was a close fist right on the jaw.
I haven't seen any offense from Gatorwolf.
Oh!
Ducked underneath that one. There's a couple of tomahawk chops. Oh, one right to the forehead. Gatorwolf coming to life here in the Spectrum. Sweeper hold. Oh. He can't reach around it, Dick. Oh, got rammed right into the corner.
Backed him right into the corner. That's smart. Whether you like him or not, that's smart. Backed him right in the corner.
Look out. The hold. Irish whip. Avalanche coming. Wow. It's all over but the shot in, Dick.
It might be.
Knocked the wind out of him right there. Now he's going to finish it off.
Oh.
Good night.
1, 2.
Bundy, 2 more.
Bundy's saying the referee count 5, man.
The 5 count. Wow.
Bundy took the 2. Steve Gatorwolf. The fans are ringside are not liking it at all, but he did it. Not bragging when you say what you're going to do and then do it.
Don't go to the refrigerator. We've got something interesting coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Kong Bundy!
Wow. King Kong Bundy just squashed like a grape.
Well, he really squashed him.
Steve Gatorwolf.
He gave him the full weight.
Here it comes.
Yeah,
look at the avalanche coming now.
Boom.
Wow.
Now, with moves out. He's spinning. He's down.
He doesn't know whether he's on Broad Street or City Line Avenue.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a clue. Look at this.
Look.
Full force coming down, 500 pounds plus on the already knocked out Steve Gator.
And after the count of 3, said to Dusty Feldbaum, the referee, hey, count 5. He could have counted 1,000 on that one.
Just unbelievable. Dick, as we stated earlier, so many exciting things going on here in the World Wrestling Federation. I just want to make the fans aware of another one, and that is you're looking at a graphic now on your screen. If you want to get involved and be a participant and a possible contestant winner of a not a brand new, but a 1962 Silver Cloud 3 Rolls Royce.
I'll take it off.
You can't do it, Dick.
I know.
You're an employee. You can't do that. I'm not eligible, but for you fans, just take a postcard, jot down your name and address, and your telephone number if you like, and your zip code, and mail it into this address you see on your screen right now to be eligible to win that Rolls Royce as given away by the World Wrestling Federation. First time in the history of professional wrestling, a Rolls Royce given away. Holy mackerel.
We want to advise each and every one of you, anyone caught throwing anything in the ring at any time will be evicted from the Spectrum. Throw nothing.
Dick, I want everybody to stand by because, there's the wrestling dolls that are on the market, but we have the most interesting. Look at that, Hulk Hogan.
Beautiful, beautiful.
We've got a tremendous surprise for everyone, and that's a young lady who's going to give a posing demonstration.
I saw her earlier, and she is a doll.
Her name is Heidi Morgan, and she's local here from the South Jersey area. Tremendous individual. Zinkoff, I think, is going to tell us something about her.
Greater Philadelphia teenage woman of 85 from Elmer, New Jersey, a graduate of Woodstown High in New Jersey, Heidi Lee Morgan. I know you've got a nice welcome for.
The boos will turn to cheers when they spot Heidi. I got news for you. Come on, Heidi, my darling. Here she is. Oh, yeah, see?
Oh, she's a beauty.
Yes, she is.
Come in. Come in.
Teenage bodybuilder. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I love it.
You just added 10 years to his life.
I think she needs the ring lights to be dim to do this.
I don't know. What's she going to do, flashes?
Oh, she's going to give us a posing demonstration.
Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Their jaws have dropped. Oh, look at them. Well,
I'm sure she's waiting for the ring lights to be dim.
looky here.
She's got some music going. I can't quite hear it, Dave.
I can't hear it either. All right, now.
Only a teenager.
My goodness. I know they didn't look like that when I was growing up.
Absolutely not.
No, really, it's a beautiful young lady. Oh, my. God was mostly good to her, and I'm sure the rest she did on her own, working out.
Boy, it takes a lot of work to do that.
Sure does. I'll tell you, a lot of ladies watching this are probably not too thrilled considering their boyfriends and husbands are watching. Woo!
You got the old camera flashing away there.
Yeah, man. Well, this is the first here at the Spectrum, as far as I'm concerned, with World Wrestling Federation.
They make this a part of every.
Oh, yes, may we always.
Tremendous mosey demonstration going on here. Just look at that action.
A Rolls Royce doesn't have a smoother engine.
No, definitely not.
What a magnificent looking young lady.
We're looking at Heidi Lee Morgan from South Jersey, a tremendous young lady, teenager, involved in bodybuilding, and what a demonstration she's giving us.
Well, what you noticed about her, and I'm not being facetious, is the fact that she has great body, of course, and great tone in her muscles, but she's not muscle-bound, to use an old term.
Definitely not muscle-bound.
No. I'm not knocking these women who pose for a living as performers or professionals, but she doesn't have those rippling muscles the way a lot of them do. But yet, just beautiful symmetry, really. Great thighs, beautifully proportioned. Just a tiny girl. Passed her near the dressing rooms earlier tonight. I didn't know who she was.
She's all done, I think. Tremendous.
Hey!
Tremendous ovation here at the Spectrum. They certainly didn't expect to see anything like this, Dick.
This will get talked around town, that's for sure. Well, coming up next on the September edition of Spectrum Wrestling, it's Scotty McGee against Rene Goulet.
Is it hidden in the backyard?
There are 5 women on roller skates after me, and if they catch me, they're going to kill me.
You must be good.
Oh! Is it hidden in the bathtub?
Oh, didn't know I could hold my breath that long, did you?
Is it hidden in the car? Does the blonde have it? Does the cop have it? Heaven only knows. Turn around and bend over. You'll get a big bang out of the frantic antics of this group in pursuit of $5 million. So hold on to your seats. For Michael O'Keefe, Beverly D'Angelo, and Louis Gossett Jr. in Finders Keepers.
Dick Graham, ringside Spectrum, along with Gorilla Monsoon. And in the ring at this time, before a packed house, Rene Goulet.
The number one Frenchman.
Oh, yeah. And quite a guy. And sporting a kind of a very multicolored vest, if you will.
The Michael Jackson of the wrestling
There
world.
you go. And his one silver spangled glove on the right hand.
Well, he's in with a fiery youngster, making his way here into the World Wrestling Federation, and Scotty McGee.
Well, we'll find out about him in just a moment. Let's get the announcement.
And now, this match, 20 minutes, from Scotland, black tights, 223 pounds, Scotty McGee. And a variegated outfit from Paris, France, 221 pounds, Rene Goulet.
What is the trip? One finger in the air, number one Frenchman.
Yep.
We're going to see if the youngster has in his repertoire enough moves, Dick, to put away a guy like Rene Goulet, a real ring veteran.
Well, we'll find out. Rene does know his way around every inch of the ring. That does it all.
I don't know a whole lot about Scotty, but I know that he is a tremendous athlete.
He really is, and Goulet, being the experienced veteran as he is very cool, taking his time. He will begin when he decides he's ready to begin. That's Goulet's style. Taking off the glove, finger at a time. Hey, monsieur, I wrestler and ready. You back off, please. S'il vous plaît.
Yes, Rene, we all see it.
Well, the ringsiders are jumping his case a little bit. Rene's heard it all before.
At least underneath it, he didn't have that horrible, smelly old handball
Oh,
glove.
remember that? Oh, mercy. It looked like my wife's handball or racquetball glove.
He's going to give a closing demonstration now.
Relay, those ringsiders going to chomp you up. Or try. Into the ring corner, and referee says, let's break, and a clean break. Rene says, I think he grabbed for the back of my hair, and, well, whatever. Side headlock. Hey, reverses, and works on the arm now. Goulet very smartly wraps his arm around the top rope, aims at the break, and that's that. He's seen it all, folks. He knows.
Boy, yes, he's seen it all.
Oh, nice reversal.
Nice reversal by Scotty. A guy like Goulet, to the average fan sitting at home watching, Dick, here on Prison, they don't have, in the farthest depths of their mind, any idea that a guy like Goulet has been all over the world. He's been to Cairo, he's been to Australia, he's been to Japan, South America, all the European countries. A guy who travels like that earns and obtains a great deal of wisdom.
Well, he's wrestled every style wrestler in every country, big, small.
Absolutely.
He's seen it all, really.
You can't help but, I don't know exactly what Rene's formal education is, but when you make trips like that all your life, all over the world, that is an education.
For sure. I got to, something all the time I've known you, Gorilla Monsoon. Have you wrestled in Japan? I presume you have. Well, we never discussed it.
Started going over to Japan in 1960 and made at least 3 trips every year there through 1978. Saw the complete changeover.
Were you a forerunner?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yeah, we pioneered there when Ricky Dozan, who has since passed away, was a great sumo wrestler who turned his efforts into professional wrestling and made a fortune for himself in Japan, and he has since passed away, but he's the one that started it all, really.
About that. It's funny, all the stuff we talked about you and your career, I just never for some reason, never asked you about Japan.
Spent a lot of time over there, and they have some beautiful places,
I understand. Never been there.
God.
All right, a series of twists, and there's he working on the arm, but Goulet bails out, sticks his head between the top and second rope, and then we've got a break. And young guy, Scotty McGee, breaks.
You remember, Dick, a wrestler who was around here for a long time, in fact, is still wrestling, by the name of Tony Parisi.
Oh, sure.
Well, many times he teamed up with Bruno Sammartino. This looks like a young Tony Parisi in the face to me.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
and he's getting older by the moment.
Took that knee right to the midsection, counted 2, and the referee had eyes to make it 3, but suddenly his shoulder, he's watching very carefully, this young referee. I think that's his name, Michael somebody.
Mike Mittman.
Okay.
Nice bridge there. Beautiful. Rene going to try to get him down. Oh, look at that.
Woo!
Takes a lot of power to do that, and those neck muscles. Look at the look on Rene's face. See what I got, a tiger by the tail here?
This is how a young guy gains some respect. Guy may not admit it, but I think Goulet says, hey, this guy, Oh,
look out, monkey flip coming up.
Nicely done.
Oh, beauty.
Oh, man. The fans are loving that one. Listen to the response. They're loving it.
Scott McGee making his debut here in the Spectrum with the World Wrestling Federation. There's so many young, tremendous athletes, Dick, that are trying to get into the World Wrestling Federation because they realize that this is the Mecca. This is the Rolls Royce, really, of all professional wrestling. But it's tough. It is tough. And this guy must carry some pretty heavy credentials with him.
Well, a lot of the moves you see the young guys, I don't want to be condescending, but the young guys are coming in with moves that usually you train over a period of time. They're coming in with it.
Well, they've got to have them in order to survive here. The amount of talent and the capability of the talent that's here in the World Wrestling Federation, if you don't have those kind of moves, if you can't reach in and grab and use the type of holds that you're going to see here in the World Wrestling Federation, forget about it. Pack your lunch and go somewhere else. You're not going to make it.
That's right.
Not going to make it.
Well, we're applying some pressure on the side of the head of Goulet. The locked legs around him. Well, Goulet pulled out. Now he grabs the side. Well, side headlock, I was about to say. We're back in the same hole again with Scotty McGee right in control of Rene Goulet. Referee check to make sure both shoulders are down, and apparently not. I don't know.
Not a pinning combination. head scissors, definitely not a pinning combination. But it's a way to slow down the flying Frenchman. Number one Frenchman. so he claims.
He'll tell you.
Rene Goulet, it's amazing after all the years that he's been around professional wrestling that he can still get in there and do this. He's going to try to twist out here. He didn't make it.
No, he didn't. I've seen him do this before, though. He's really adept at it. Well, on the ropes.
Now, that is a pinning combination, but however, Rene's got to put draped over the bottom rope. Excellent handball and racquetball player, Rene Goulet.
Well, that takes a lot of reflexes. Got to be very, very quick.
And a tremendous family man.
Oh, yeah.
Which most of these guys are.
Well, some guys do racquetball, in between workouts. Side headlock.
Handful of tights there.
Yeah, but
got Rene out of there temporarily. Plenty of exciting things going on here in the World Wrestling Federation. And, of course, when you put out those SRO signs, as we had to put out here this week in the Spectrum, it is still the hottest ticket in town.
no doubt, as I tell people all the time, they know that I do this, say dollar for dollar, you get more. You never come away empty from here. You always get more than your money's worth.
Absolutely. Many exciting things happening in the Spectrum. The tag team title switched here last Monday.
We saw it happen.
The new champions, Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake, along with their manager, literally stole the title from Wyndham and Rotundo. There have been many repercussions over that. In fact, Wyndham has just come out of the hospital a few days ago, and he had to take quite a bit of time off as he was severely injured. Nice move there by Scotty, but unable to get him. And, of course, at one time, the heavyweight championship changed right here in Philadelphia.
I remember that very, very well.
Stan the Man Stasiak took it away from Pedro Morales.
Stan the Man, one of my favorite guys. I like him.
If it can happen, it will happen in Philadelphia, sooner or later.
Yeah.
Well, now the Spectrum is the place for those things that happen. Looking for great things from the Flyers this year.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, they've got it. They built their building blocks one after another. Now they're ready for the big rush to the Stanley Cup, I believe. We wish them very, very well. 1985-86 season. Well, still maintaining the pressure. Some of the side headlock by Scotty McGee on Rene Goulet. One leg over the top rope.
He's all the way out.
I'd get that other leg over, man. That's a bad situation to be in there.
Referee telling him to get back in.
Make a fireboy out of it.
I'll tell you, a building that amazes me, Dick, I happened to have the pleasure of being there last week, was Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens.
I've never been.
There's a building that was built in 1929, I believe, and it is as clean today as the day that they built it. It's really a tribute to the Canadian people for being able to do that and maintain that building all these years.
They pride themselves.
Oh, it's a tremendous place. Oh, look at this. Rene drops him right on the back of his cranium.
I know they're both a little bit stunned. I think maybe Scotty McGee a little more stunned than Rene Goulet, who's now on his feet. He kicks him, gives him a little shot to the head.
I'd say there's probably a close to 15 or 20-year difference in age in this match, Dick.
Yeah.
But you won't see Rene Goulet run out of gas out there.
No, he's
no way.
Always in shape. And he wrestles often, which is a contributing factor. Side headlock with a shot to the face, closed fist.
No worse feeling in the world than to be in that ring, Dick, and be out of gas, be tired.
Well, then, it's got to make you scared because you know you're so vulnerable. You have it. The other guy's got a clear shot at you.
Regardless of what your ability is, as usual, once again, a international photography team on hand here in the Spectrum to pick up all this action, while Rene Goulet has slapped down that Scorpio right onto the forehead of young Scotty McGee, and unless he gets up off the canvas, it will be lights out for him.
Well, we'll find out. He's still maintaining that pressure, but McGee trying to get back up. I don't know how much he has left because the pain is excruciating.
It's imperative that he gets to his feet here.
Well, he's on both knees, at least. One foot up. Now both.
Right hand, not a whole lot behind that.
takedown again by Goulet.
Nice handful of hair using to his advantage. Rene knows all the nasty little tricks of the trade, so to speak.
It's survival in the ring. You want to win.
Absolutely.
A lot of guys do that to excess, but
there are no explanations in the record books. It just says one or draw. That's it.
True.
It doesn't say he grabbed a handful of hair in it 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the match.
That's right.
It'll either say he's the winner, the loser, or the match is a draw.
All right. Scott McGee.
Look out.
Oh.
Right through. Jammed that left shoulder right into the steel post.
If that hadn't been there, he'd have gone to Patterson Avenue, I believe.
Youngster's down and hurt.
He was flying.
And look at Goulet. No rest for the weary. He's saying, come on.
Well, he's
helping him up so he can
do a body slam on him, and he does. Bounces him, dribbles him on the... Oh,
taking advantage of the ring rope.
Coming right off the sternum area.
Ooh. I don't see any fire, Dick and Scotty. I don't see that. You know, maybe he's going to give it to me. Maybe I will see it. But up to this point, I haven't seen the fire. I've seen some nice moves. I've seen some smoothness in him. But I haven't seen that excitement, that fire.
And controlled fire, as we said earlier.
And once more, Goulet slapped the Scorpio on once more.
Still maintaining it. Looks like the young guy is in pain. He knows that he's in deep trouble.
This could be the beginning of the end right here. It's not a pinning hold. It's a submission hold. However, if the shoulders are down, you can count him down, but he's not trying to hold his shoulders down. This is a submission hold. He makes the lights go out. What he's doing is pinching off the supply of blood to the brain through the carotid arteries in the temporal area. And when the blood doesn't get there, the oxygen doesn't get there, and the lights go out. Rene in. Oh, down in front. Scotty dropped that. Whoa. Both men hit maybe face to face. Rene trying to shake something in a cobweb.
Well, he's hurting that shoulder's aching, man. He gave that quite a jolt.
He probably wishes he was home watching Prism.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't realize these are two bodies weighing maybe 240, 250 pounds each, colliding at one point in time. And
gut wrench suplex, well executed by Rene Goulet. Just one more of the things that
go right back to the head again. He'll try to shut off the blood supply, looks like.
It's his favorite hold. He's going to stay with it. He's going to win or lose with it. Eh?
He might just do that.
I'm waiting to see some spark, some fire, some kindling from young Scotty McGee. I know he's got it in him, but whether he's going to give it to us or not, we'll just have to wait and see.
The fans, we've got a biggie coming up. This is that grudge tag team match coming up next. Don't go away. I'm sure you haven't, nor will you.
The living legend last month came in as a special guest referee, and they tried to do a number on it.
Oh, didn't they ever? Well, it ought to get resolved tonight. Scotty McGee going for the midsection over Rene Goulet, and going up top now, grabbing and taking a shot to long round right house.
Oh, beautiful forearm uppercuts.
Woo. Goulet is just hanging on.
Don't ask anybody, Rick. Go ahead and do it.
That's it. Don't ask anybody's permission.
Spotty.
Goulet bounces off, goes down to one knee, leaning against the middle rope. Now.
Oh, he missed a big right hand. Scotty's got something going here. Atomic drop onto Rene Goulet, down for the cover, hooks the leg. Referee way out of position.
Almost. But again, like horseshoes. Looks like cleats. Close doesn't matter.
Oh, he's got that forearm uppercut down pat, believe me when I tell you. Goulet now with an Irish whip. Duck underneath again, that right hand. Nice leapfrog. Oh, inverted backslide with the legs. He got him.
He nabbed him.
Surprised look on the face of Rene Goulet.
I'll tell you, he wasn't expecting that, man. He had everything in control, he thought. But Scotty McGee came alive and just nabbed him. And Rene Goulet saying, whoa, what happened?
Nice combination move there. You don't see that all the time out of a youngster, but he got a little bit of a rehearsal.
The winner of this match, Scotty McGee.
Well, I think where the crowd was a little lukewarm at the outset because they didn't know him, they know him a little better now. He got a nice standing ovation as he is leaving the ring area.
Outsmarted a foxy guy in there, Dick.
Yep, he really did.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at what went down here in the Spectrum. Beautiful right forearm uppercuts.
Now he backs him to the rope.
Ray sends him
Now he's going to duck. All right.
Watch a nice leapfrog here.
Nice. Go watch.
Settles right back into that reverse backslide with the legs. Got the three count. Renee was kicking, but to no avail.
It didn't matter. Young guy got it. Well, coming up next, it's a tag team match. It's Paul Orndorff and Bruno Sammartino battle Cowboy Bob Orton and Rowdy Piper. Can't wait.
Here in the interview area, and the match you've all been waiting for is coming up. I'm talking about revenge. I'm talking about Orton and Piper. After what happened last month, when you got hit with the chair, when you were just doing your job as a guest referee, and I know you've had a long talk with your partner tonight about what you're going to do in that ring.
Well, you know, I dealt with a lot of Pipers and Hortons throughout my career. I met a lot bigger men than they are, and they seem to think that they're the toughest dudes in the ring today. They seem to think that I've been around a long time, and maybe I'm no longer what I used to be. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm no longer 280. I'm a slim 240. But I'll tell you what, I fought a lot of hard battles in my days, and I fought guys tougher than them. And I have no worries. I have a good partner in Paul Orndorff, one of the best conditioned athletes today. And we're going in there. I told the Philadelphia fans before, I'm not going to go in there to have a wrestling match tonight. I'm going to go in there to have a street brawl because it's what they asked for, and I'm good at that. And tonight they're going to get their butts kicked.
Well, you have a dual role. You're a commentator. You sit with Vince McMahon, and we watch you every Saturday. And you've seen a lot of wrestlers over the year. Now, what is really the story with this Roddy Piper? I mean, who do you compare him to over the years? Is he a lot of mouth? How much can he back up?
I don't compare him with anything or anybody.
Really?
He's, no doubt, of course, he's a top wrestler today. Yeah, he is tough. But I don't make comparisons with wrestlers because each wrestler is an individual. They all have different styles, different pluses and minuses. And there's no question. You have to give him credit as far as where he's at today because he is on top. But I've met the bigger men, of course. I fought many. I fought Calhoun. I was the only man in history of the game to pick up 625-pound Ace Calhoun. I fought the Shohei Baba, who's 7'5", and in different parts of the world, in India, in Africa, South America. You know, I've met them all, and so I make no comparison. But to me, every time I go in the ring, it's a new ball game. And as far as Roddy Piper, it's a new ball game. Okay, and I'm just going there and treat him for what has taken place, and I despise the man for what he stands for his big mouth, for his tactics. And I'm going to show Roddy Piper that I'm not the Bruno of a few years ago, but Bruno is still in great shape. In fact, I told him, I said, you think I'm washed up? I asked him if he can run 8 miles every day like I do. I doubt very much if he could. And I'll take him down to the gym, and I'd like to see if he could lift what I can lift. So I'm going to show Roddy Piper tonight that he opened his mouth a little too wide this time.
Yeah, well, you have to give him credit. He does have an extraordinary personality. And, of course, big part of
that's your opinion. I think there's nothing but garbage comes out of his mouth. I have no respect for what he says or what he stands for, anything about the man. I don't like him. Can I make it plainer than that?
Yeah.
Piper, I think you stink. That's it.
Well, I have to really admire the shape that you're in now, because I just started training with Pat Croce, who trains the Flyers and 76ers, and now I know how tough it really is.
Well,
and you just said to me before we went on the air, said, hey, I worked harder than you, Cal.
Well, I was ribbing, but not ribbing it, because when I was a lot younger, you know, I was an Olympic lifter, and I was a power lifter, and I was a Greco-Roman wrestler as well as a freestyle wrestler. But as you get older, you can't weigh 275, 280 pounds like I used to weigh, and still be as agile, and still be as well-conditioned. As you get older, you have to reduce the weight, and that way you maintain your stamina and speed. And that's what I've done through the years. I feel like I'm as fast as I used to be because I'm carrying 40 pounds less than I did. I'm not quite as strong as I was, but then the experience makes up for it, too. So I feel in great shape.
Okay, we're going to see what happens right now. The revenge match. Cal Rudman in the interview area. You're about to see a grudge match you'll be telling your grandchildren about. Now, we interviewed Bruno Sammartino, and he was talking about how age didn't matter and how he does not like Roddy Piper. Want to talk about that, Ace?
Whoop-de-doo. It's not that he doesn't like Roddy Piper. He's jealous. It's hard for an old man to sit back and watch the young new Tiger Lion come in and take his slot. You know, Bruno Sammartino is senile. He's an old man. He doesn't understand. Training techniques have changed. Athletes are better. They're tougher. They're stronger than they ever have been before. He lays a lot of names on you that are so old, most of the people who would have remembered him have already died, and comes out here trying to prove something to somebody. Sammartino, just admit it. You're passé. This is wrestling's new legend. I'm his bodyguard and make sure he does exactly what he wants to do.
I love my bodyguard. He's running 8 miles a day. That's because he's afraid of his wife. You told me he lost 40 pounds. That's from emphysema and psoriasis and problems going to the body. That's why you lost 40 pounds. It wasn't to fight me you lost 40 pounds. What you did is you got yourself in this big swell where all these people, all in wheelchairs and canes and all the going, Bruno! 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 And they're falling over and people are picking them up and husking them out. It ain't my fault that your hair's leaving you. That could be something to do with the 40 pounds. Had nothing to do with me. It ain't my fault that at nighttime you go straight to bed and straight to sleep. That has nothing to do with me. You want to come and fight a lion? You want to come and fight a tiger? Help yourself, and I know you're one of my greatest fans.
I am.
I like you, too.
And in fairness to you, when they were counting, you had that match won, and it was going 1,
That's true.
2.
That's
true.
I mean, that's 100% true. Only someone with a flag like that and glasses like that could be able to make an estimation like that. You're a wonderful human being. Thank you.
Well, we're going to see what happens right now.
This is here tonight. She's Peggy Guiley from Reading, Pennsylvania. What a set of charmers, huh? And she's here with her sisters, Debbie, Sherry, and her friend, Heather. Enjoy the show, gals. They're just charmers. Met them earlier. Say, if you want to be a fan of the month, write us at Prism Wrestling, care of the Spectrum, Philadelphia 19128. Let me repeat. If you would like to be a fan of the month, write us at Prism Wrestling, care of the Spectrum, Philadelphia 19148. Write us while you're thinking about it right now.
There they are.
I'll tell you, man. 19,710 people are going crazy.
The henchman, ace, cowboy, Bob Orton, for the one and only Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. He's got a score to settle here, and so does Mr. Wonderful, as pandemonium has broken loose here in the Spectrum. Look out, Ace taking a tremendous boot from Bruno, and an atomic drop. Wow, they ran together. Orton out on the concrete. Heading for higher ground. No, not into the table. Mr. Wonderful doing a number on everybody. Paul Orndorff with a vendetta to settle here in the Spectrum. And Sammartino, all 4 men on the floor. And Ace Orton crashes once again into the table.
He's taking Orton. Bruno Sammartino outside the ring. Paul Orndorff inside against Roddy Piper.
We didn't see that, but a tremendous headbutt off the top rope by Mr. Wonderful. And Piper's in deep trouble. Orndorff again going up, this time for the second one.
I'll tell you, these guys are wired. They're really wired.
Referees certainly having his hands full, trying to maintain any semblance of order in this one.
Well, Ace Orton is outside the ring. Sammartino's outside the ring. Rope. Orton coming.
He got too close to Bruno. Grabbed him by the neck and dragged him into that top turnbuckle. Talk about your action and excitement. Woo, this is it.
The man alive, that started so fast.
Look out. Pearl Harbor job tried out there by Ace, but it wasn't successful. Look at Orndorff. Woo!
Piper is down. Sammartino right on him. Joe Morello warning.
Oh, look at that. He took the cast of Ace and drove it right into the head of Piper. Talk about things backfiring. The passing crowd on its feet.
This place has gone crazy.
Joe Morello has his hands full right here trying to get this one put together. Look out.
Oh!
Woo! Right on the quadriceps. Mr. Wonderful doing his thing.
I think that Piper too late.
Trying to do a double team number now. 3 guys inside the ring. There'll be 4 in there very shortly. Here it is.
Well, they are now.
Sammartino's in there.
Sammartino against Cowboy Bob Martin.
No one has sat down since Sammartino and Orndorff came out of their locker room. And now Piper has his shirt wrapped around the neck of Sammartino and delivering some vicious blows into the facial area.
Well, Joe Morello, the referee, really doesn't know where to look because all 4 are in the ring now.
Sammartino got nailed by Ace coming off those ropes. A tremendous shot. Now they're double teaming Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful outside the ring. He's on the floor.
Look out. Sammartino's got the T-shirt now. Look at this.
Oh, man,
He's
alive.
choking out Piper, and at the same time, Orton is choking him out.
Well, now there's Piper outside after Orndorff, taking him to the wrought iron railing.
Rammed him into the steel railing. There goes Sammartino hard into the corner.
Oh!
So much action going on, we can't pick it all up.
No. All we do is carry a wide shot of this.
They're into the ringside out there. Piper slugging it out. Orndorff and Piper. Piper trying to head for higher ground, but he can't find any.
Now it's Orton and Orndorff. Piper back in.
Only one left inside the ring there for quite some time was Sammartino. And Bruno now. From behind, puts a strangle on Roddy. Ace is in with something. He's got some kind of a foreign object. He's got the tape off of that cast. Referee has lost it.
And he takes it to the head of Sammartino. Sammartino down. That cast, man, it weighs a ton. It's a lethal weapon.
Got 4 men inside the ring. You got to make some kind of a decision here. Either get somebody out or ring call for the bell. Do something.
Bruno Sammartino is still down inside the ring.
Out. Wow. Almost got clobbered by the cast. Just had enough left to move out of the way, and it's still a double team.
Well, it's 2-on-1 now. Sammartino in the middle. Orndorff outside the ring. He's just barely hanging on. But it's both Piper. Well, now Orton's outside the ring, so it's Piper and Sammartino.
Sleeper hold by Roddy Piper.
Oh!
Right.
This could be it. Referee Morella watching.
Chance goes out by this capacity crowd. Bruno, as we've heard so many times in the past. Look out, Orndorff off the top. Turnbuckle. A tag was made. As Ace is in and applies the sleeper of his own. Wow, Sammartino's in a whole heap of trouble here.
He's in deep trouble, and he went for the eyes in desperation on Orton, and a kick to the midsection, another kick again, and Orton, I think, got kicked where he lives.
Bruno with a big right hand sends Ace down, and an uppercut.
This is really a war, man.
Look at this blatant chokehold right in front of the referee.
Right for the throat.
Another quick tag made. And look at Ace Orton over there to block Sammartino so he couldn't get back to make any kind of
Orton's outside the ring now, and Roddy Piper's taking it through Sammartino. Two. Did you see that?
Tag. There's the matchup we've been waiting for. Mr. Wonderful, look at that. He's got the tag rope. Oh! Double noggin knocker. Pandemonium here in the Spectrum. Oh! Oh, Mr. Wonderful doing a number on everybody.
He's using both heads to applaud. Roddy Piper literally being choked to death by Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Bruno Sammartino outside the ring, take it to Orton. I'm telling you, man, this is a free-for-all if I've ever seen one.
All four men now outside the ring as Mr. Wonderful got Roddy still with that rope around his neck, but Roddy's broken loose of that. Look out! Oh!
He shoved
At the last moment, he shoved him off right into that steel post, and he's down. Mr. Wonderful's down, and Roddy's giving him everything.
Orton's down, and Piper on top of him.
And on the other side of the ring, Sammartino is doing a number on Ace Orton.
Oh, man. Sammartino's head jammed on the ring apron by Piper. Here comes Sammartino to help out.
Oh, big double axe handle in the back of the head. And Piper on the receiving end. As Sammartino looks out. Oh! Sammartino with a steel chair from behind.
And he's down.
Holy
Bruno
mackerel.
Sammartino's down. Right in front of us. Orndorff's down. Both the Orton and Piper are inside the ring.
Sammartino.
There's the bell.
And his partner definitely counted outside the ring. I thought at any given time everybody could have been counted out. Look at this, Mr. Wonderful's gone bananas. Throwing chairs in the ring, tables, the ring bell. Look out, pandemonium.
Piper has gone crazy.
Sammartino coming. Mr. Wonderful's gone bananas.
And they both bail out, and I don't blame them.
Holy mackerel. No one sat down for the entirety of this match. The Spectrum constantly on its feet.
That looks like a war zone.
World War III.
I'm telling you. The table inside the ring. 2 chairs, the ring bell. Oh, mercy. Well, Gorilla, I'm telling you, this has been, it used the word pandemonium. That's putting it mildly.
I'm pretty sure that they were both counted outside the ring, but let's try to make it official. He's calling for the bell. The bell's in the ring. Orndorff is hot, and so is Sammartino. At any given point in this match, since there was pandemonium personified, referee could have counted everybody out. However, Piper managed to make it back in, and Sammartino was clobbered from behind with a steel chair, and he was out of it.
Well, I'll tell you,
we haven't heard the last of this.
No. This has to be resolved one way, but not the way it happened. But I have not seen Orton. I've seen him wrestle dozens of times. I've never seen him so out of control.
Everyone lost their cool in this match.
Yep.
When it came down to it outside at the last moment, Sammartino clobbered from behind with that steel chair. Let's take a look at some of that.
Right.
Now, here comes Bruno now to the
He's coming to help out. He's coming to help out against Roddy Piper. He jolts Piper now. Side headlock.
Sammartino going to work now, and the Roddy one from outside is already rammed. Now look at Ace from the back door. Wow. Right on the back of the head of Sammartino. You got a legitimate stripe. You guys got to do something about this, Paul, because that was just horrendous. They hit Bruno in the back of the head with a steel chair.
They stole it from
Down he went. That was ridiculous. Sammartino stating he's going right now to the World Wrestling Federation and to the commission and demand some justification.
Well, we may find out before the night is over if what steps, if any, have been taken by the commission. Well, fans, you're watching Spectrum Wrestling, and coming up next is a match I know you've been looking forward to seeing. Ricky Steamboat and the magnificent one, Don Morocco. Stand by.
Schwarzenegger is the Terminator.
Cal Rudman in the interview area with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You like that name, the Dragon?
It's a name that's been picking up lately. You know, I notice as I travel across the country, it's not more, hey, Ricky, how you doing? It says, hey, there's the Dragon. You know, and I look around for a puff or something.
Well, tonight you got a real tough match.
Yeah.
I mean, you fought this guy before. We all know what happened last time.
Yeah, it ended very, very soon, double teaming me. This is something that I've been working on, relying on my martial arts because of the fact that you use an instinct that is built in from within, and that is trying to overcome somebody coming up behind you. And this is what I've been doing basically with trying to watch Fuji at the same time, which has happened here. You know, they call this the city of brotherly love, right? As not too many
between the third and fourth ribs.
Well, as
Machiavelli.
Not too many fans know that Morocco and I were real close at one time, years and years ago. He's about 3 years older than me, and there was times in which, because he was older, he was kicking sand in my face and putting me down and all this stuff. But we grew to be almost like brothers when I would grow up, you know. But now we're meeting one more time here in Philadelphia, but I'm ready for this type of a match. I finally want to prove to him after all these years that I'm going to defeat him. I'm going to beat him.
Well, he's 272 pounds. If you saw him on the street, you'd think he was out of shape. In the ring, he just keeps on coming and coming and coming. He never wears out. How do you explain his physique and how it works?
You know, Morocco's been carrying that kind of weight around for a number of years now, and I believe that his conditioning has adjusted to that type of weight. You would think of someone that weighed maybe 240 and then within 2 or 3 months ballooned up to 270. It's going to take a toll on his conditioning, which what would happen. But Morocco, being a bigger man at 270, 280 pounds, over the years has grown accustomed to this kind of weight and adjusted his conditioning to do what he has to do, and that is that, like you said, he keeps coming, he keeps going. The man is in great shape. Even though if you just look at him on the street, you may not think so, but he can go all night long if he had to.
You know, he doesn't need the money. I mean, he owns half the island of Hawaii.
You know, that's true. I've heard of all the land prospects that he's doing right now, the condominiums that he owns.
He's a multi-millionaire.
Yes, and the travel agency that he has over there. The man is well off. I don't know if he's continuing wrestling because of his ego or for the fact that he wants to settle the score between him and myself. You know, I guess later on this evening we'll find out.
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone over in the islands is sitting by the radio and the telephone. They can hardly wait to hear what happens tonight.
You know, it's bigger over in the islands than the Spinks and Holmes fight.
Okay. All right, we're going to see what happens, and the islands are going to find out. This is it. It's coming right up.
People, Vertigo is the ultimate Hitchcock thriller. This haunting tale of a detective obsessed by a woman from the past.
When were you born?
Long ago.
Where? When? Tell me. Madison, tell me.
No.
Tom Cruise is Stefan Georgievich, a kid whose dreams are bigger than the town he lives in. His future depends on getting out.
You do good for us or something? No, sir, I just want to go to college.
He's a kid, and he wants to go to college and be something.
What's wrong with you, son?
He cost us the game. He quit. We didn't quit. You quit. I think we're getting out of here, Brian.
Tom Cruise, all the right moves.
All right, ringside, I'll tell you, the action never stops. Spectrum Wrestling, and the next up, we've got 3 more matches, and I'll tell you, I don't know whether we can exceed that which we just saw a few minutes ago for that madness called the tag team match. Orndorff, Sammartino, Piper, and Orton.
I'll tell you, Dick, the action may never stop, but when they start that action out around this table, sometimes the talking's going to stop.
You kidding? Boy, you know, we each had a little beverage, coffee or Coke, and I see that everybody grabbed for that. These guys are looking for somebody to bang their head on somebody's table, and we had the table.
Piper was looking for any kind of weapon he could possibly come up with. And as as usual, the World Wrestling Federation delivering the action and excitement. That's why we've got a capacity crowd on hand once again.
19,710 at the Spectrum. And Mr. Fuji, in his formal attire, paves the way for the magnificent one, Don Morocco.
One fall with a 1 hour time limit. Introducing first the manager from Osaka, Japan, Mr. Fuji. He represents from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, weighing 265 pounds, the magnificent Morocco. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, also hailing from Hawaii, weighing 238 pounds, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Talk about your exciting individuals. There's one right there. He's captured the hearts of everyone here in the World Wrestling Federation, and what a vendetta to be settled.
Well, Morocco is expressing himself. He's upset because of all the cheers, all this fan adoration for Ricky Steamboat. And doesn't like it even slightly.
Well, I saw one sign out there, Dick, said, "I love the magnificent one." Tried to do a Pearl Harbor job, didn't work, but caught Ricky coming in with that big knee. And both men still have their ring attire.
Morocco, his right hand, the fingertips, look at him.
He's going to use that as a weapon.
Steamboat Man is in for a long evening if he can't get it together.
Well, there's a very devastating individual that you see in the foreground of your picture, Mr. Fuji. What a snake in the grass this guy is.
He is that. Plus, he's got a weapon in his left hand called a cane. Steamboat can't even get his jacket off. Morocco right on top of him.
Whoa! Nice reversal. Oh, stuck that flash right around his neck. Payback time several weeks ago on national television. The Dragon was hung up with his own sash, and now he's got that black belt around the neck of Morocco.
He took Morocco, man, and tossed him, and Steamboat is upset. Did a little kick. Karate kick.
Got something else. No, he's got that sleeper on there. Might have part of that robe wrapped up in there as well. The referee should just break these guys apart and give the Dragon a chance to get his rest of his paraphernalia off. But Morocco in deep trouble right now as he cinched up the sleeper hold. Morocco could be going under.
He might be. I don't know. He looks
concerned look on the face of Mr. Fuji.
Fuji, the thing is, Fuji cannot help him at all.
Fuji's not beyond interjecting himself into any match at any time, Dick. He's that devious an individual.
Morocco, he finally kicked out. He had something left. But the Dragon right on top of him.
Well, referee finally got the black belt out of there. All he's got to do is get the jacket off the Steamboat. Well, and we'll have a first-class referee in there. Oh, look at that. Fuji grabbed the leg.
Fuji tripped Ricky Steamboat.
Referee did not see it. Look at that grin. Which gives Morocco a chance to recuperate. Drop that thumb right in. Now Ricky's trying to get that jacket off. Oh, he's caught right in the middle of it. Worst position to be in right there.
Clothesline, and down he goes. He's still not out of it. He gets the jacket partway off. Morocco's still on top of him. Morocco, of course, has those fingers and thumb bandage on his right hand.
Whip in. Oh, ducked underneath that one. Oh, look at this. Oh, choking him now with his ring jacket.
He's got him, and Fuji is walking around talking to himself. He can't do a thing.
He's twisting it up right here. This could constitute a disqualification in my book.
It might. It might. The referee's staying right on top of it. a blatant chokehold. I don't know what he's waiting for. Did he count?
Not count. He's just sort of looking at what's going on. That's not legal. What's going on?
He's got to get in the ball game.
He's going to hang him right here.
Oh, mercy! Wow. Woo. You see what Steamboat did to him? Steamboat dropped all his weight off the side of the ring. Oh, look out.
The master of the martial arts about to put them to work. Ah. Wide open, the magnificent one, who has a tremendous weight advantage in this matchup. Steamboat's got to rely on that speed and agility of his and his karate moves.
And he's pointing at Fuji, warning him.
Just keep one eye on Morocco at the same time. I don't know. Look out. Preston kick right to the throat area.
At the last second, he saw Morocco.
Morocco reeling in deep trouble.
Morocco favoring his side of his head, his ears, and just hung up on the rope. I'll tell you, Steamboat looks to me like a toreador with a wounded bull. What a man.
The Dragon.
He really is.
Oh, reverse neck breaker. Well executed.
Fuji having bad problems dealing with it.
Look out.
Woo! The fans are loving it.
How much punishment can Morocco withstand and still have that resiliency, that ability to come back? We've seen him time after time absorb tremendous punishment, Dick.
Well, Don Morocco's calling for a tasty break. Timeout. He's not going to get it from Steamboat.
Irish whip now by the Dragon. Nice reversal.
Oh, hit his shoulder in the top turnbuckle, and hanging over the top rope is Ricky Steamboat. Oh,
man. Won't be there long.
Steamboat, as a well-conditioned athlete, he's still hurting. He's been jolted by Don Morocco.
Morocco getting a chance to get a breather here as he absorbed a great deal of punishment. Look out.
I'm surprised Fuji hasn't done his number.
Well, the referee was looking at him.
Oh, here he goes.
Oh, look at that shot. Rammed him right in the pectoral area with that steel cane.
He gave him the butt end of that, man, I'll tell you. Steamboat will remember this.
Go get him, Rick. Referee laying the count on a Dragon who's making Fuji back up. Oh! Look out, Morocco from behind and rams his shoulder and side of the head into the steel post. Steamboat in a whole heap of trouble here in the Spectrum.
Well, as the countdown started on Morocco, count of 3, he got back in the ring wisely. But Steamboat is crawling up the steps.
He's hurt.
Fans yelling out beach bum to Morocco.
That he is not. He's got a lot of things. He's not a beach bum.
Well, they call him that, but
former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion who took it away from Pedro Morales, who's no slouch in my book. Morocco is a tough customer.
Well, I'll tell you, he's giving the karate business back to Ricky Steamboat. Oh, Steamboat back in the ring.
The hard
Over
way.
the top. You bet the hard way. Flat on his back. Morocco's still very much in control. And he says, come on, Steamboat, up, up.
I don't know whether the Dragon has that kind of body size and weight to absorb this kind of punishment for very long. Morocco with a 50 or 60-pound weight advantage here.
Well, Steamboat has a terrific bod, but as you say, he doesn't have the sheer bulk. He's a greyhound when it comes to his wrestling ability. He is quick, very sharp. I don't know how much pounding this guy can take. Oh, the headbutt.
Bonsai headbutt right into the side of the cranium of the Dragon. He better start digging into that kung fu and whatever else he can come up with. Those martial arts are his only chance.
Well, Morocco digging now. Literally digging right into the shoulder area, into the muscles. That's
a trapezius nerve hold he's working on right now. And this is, believe me, folks, this is painful. You can't feel the pain. You can only see it. And when our number 6 camera gets around there, we'll get a shot of Steamboat's face, and you'll be able to see the pain. There it is.
He had in mind a karate chop, and it didn't come off. A knee lift by Don Morocco on Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat down again. What a pounding he's taking by Morocco. Morocco, again, doesn't hurry. Very deliberate. And I think Steamboat's going for a trip. He does. Man, that back is
hit right on the back of his head.
Yeah, really. There goes back. Applying pressure again down Morocco and Rick Steamboat. The Dragon is in trouble.
An added advantage for Morocco with those fingers taped like that. Gives him that extra little bit of something that helps him hang on once he started to sweat.
It gives him that cohesiveness, gives that friction against because both men are perspiring.
Dragon better start moving here because he's starting to drag, literally.
He really is. Morocco applying a lot of pressure and all his weight into those hands. Morocco knows he's on to a good thing. He's got to keep that arm up in the air when the referee picks it up, or he's going to call for the bell on you. 3 times and out. That's the second time it didn't stay up there. Got to reach down at this point in time, Rick. He's going to call it. He may well call it. He doesn't show some life here. He's even giving him another.
Oh, he's starting to kick a little bit. There's still some fight left in the Dragon.
All right, the referee was close. He almost called time. Woo! I don't know where he's getting it. I don't know where he's coming from, but boy, the Dragon is still alive, fans.
Showing you that tremendous resiliency that he has. The Dragon trying to get to his feet. That's his key. And his capacity crowd at the Spectrum giving him that extra little something that is going to enable him to do it. Look out. Wow, right between the eyes.
He broke the hold. He's on a tear, the Dragon.
But he's still hurt. He really is bad. Shoulder breaker. Wow. Talk about your perfect execution. You just saw it there.
Morocco really did a job on him. I don't know how much more pounding Steamboat could take.
Fuji looking on very pleased at what he's seen right now.
And what he did earlier, too. He should be very pleased.
Very genius.
Steamboat reaching out, trying to get the bottom rope, and Fuji pulling it back just a little bit.
Referee warning him not to touch the bottom rope, or any rope for that matter. But the Dragon, once again, in a whole heap of trouble. Here in the
Look at that arm, and the arm stays up. It looks like nap time for the Dragon, but yet you can't count him out.
Can't sell this individual short. He's got a tremendous amount of intestinal fortitude. And if anybody can sustain this kind of punishment for very long, you could bet on the Dragon.
Well, I really, fans, I don't know what to say. I just don't know how he's doing. I don't know how he's still standing, or kneeling, if you will. He has taken a pounding that lesser men just couldn't have withstood. Morocco still maintaining that pressure.
However, a lot of that is alleviated once the Dragon reaches his feet, as he's done right now. Ducked underneath that one. Karate shot. Another one. Dragon with an Irish whip now sends the Magnificent One in, who jumps in. Whoa! What a close
down he went. Clothesline him, and down he went.
Magnificent Morocco in good shape right now in this match.
If I were starting to apply a bet to this right now, I would bet everything, the house, the whole thing on Morocco, the way it looks. Never sell the Dragon short. You never. I don't know how. I really don't know how he's taking this right now. The pounding, the constant pounding by Morocco. The pride involved here is extreme. Oh, what a shot to the head by the Dragon. Stuns Morocco, who comes right back. Right in the midsection, says Morocco. He's relentless. Once he gets you going, he doesn't stop for a moment. You better stop him, or he'll put the lights out for you in a hurry. But the Dragon's still in this one. Oh! Can't get him off those ropes. Oh! Double cross job as Morocco's the one who's dragged forward and rams his left shoulder into that steel post. Well, this Gorilla Monsoon might be the big equalizer in this matchup. Ricky Steamboat still staggering, moving to the center of the ring. Nice block and another block. Oh. And he's going to work now on that left arm and shoulder. Double karate chops now. Down goes Morocco. Steamboat right on top of him. The Dragon, payback time. Well, he better not forget who's at ringside. Oh! Wow, he rammed right into that steel turnbuckle. Morocco in bad trouble now. Steamboat on a tear. Irish whip. Oh, right to the lower solar plexus. Doubled over the Magnificent One. He gave him all his weight behind that shot, and that one too. But the Dragon is a man possessed. Look out. This is what I expected to see out of Ricky Steamboat. Going to the outside, to the top. Morocco in midair. Wow, what a shot between the eyes. Could be all over here. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Morocco just kicked out in time. I don't know where he got that energy. Very, very close determination this match. Morocco whipped in again. Ducks underneath the left hand. Oh, nice karate kick to the back of the head. And the referee goes down. Doesn't matter. Over for the cover, Steamboat, but nobody there to count. Nobody home. Referee's out. Here comes Mr. Fuji. Look out, Steamboat. Look at Fuji with a steel cane. Right into the back of Ricky Steamboat. Give me a break. Well, the Dragon fighting him for it. Whoa! Ricky Steamboat with the steel cane of Mr. Fuji. Doing a number on everybody. Well, the referee trying to get the cane away. The referee goes down again. I don't know. They're going to call this. Right, there goes the bell. There goes the bell. Fuji takes another shot. Give him another one, Rex. Well, I don't know who's going to stop Ricky Steamboat at this point in time. The Dragon literally cleared the ring of everybody. Fuji and Morocco heading for higher ground. They're gone. Well, they are. And not forgotten. It's interesting to see here the decision. What I'm afraid of is that the referee came up off the deck and saw the Dragon with the cane. They have disqualified him. Maybe. Let's find out.
Here is your winner, as the result of a disqualification, the Magnificent Morocco.
Absolutely. It's true. Steamboat can't believe it, but that's exactly the way you said it. The referee came to, saw Ricky Steamboat for that iron cane, and he called it as he saw it, not as we saw it.
Where did he think he got it from, Dick?
I don't know.
Did he think he pulled it out of his tights?
Well, he presumed, I guess, that he grabbed it from the...
Didn't he see Mr. Fuji standing in the ring? Give me a break. When you don't know what the decision is, you don't know what went down, go to ringside. Ask some of the officials what went down. The Dragon extremely upset.
Well, he's got the fans turned on, that's for sure. And they're with him.
We haven't seen the last of this confrontation. You can go to the bank with that one.
Well,
let's take a look at it. Referee down and out now with his back to everybody as Fuji did a Pearl Harbor job, but then got caught. And now the Dragon's got the cane, and he's literally lowering the
So
boat. Now look at this. He saw him right
here's where
there.
the referee saw him, yeah.
Didn't ask for an explanation or anything.
Nope. And the referee gets
Well,
shoved.
that's not the first time he went down. He should have been used to that. Steamboat going to work on Mr. Fuji in the Magnificent One. Payback time for a lot of things that went down. This particular confrontation a long way from being over.
Well, the only satisfaction Steamboat has that he knows he put him away the hard way. Dick Graham here with Gorilla Monsoon. Will return with more action after this look at a movie coming to Prism in October.
If unrelenting fear is your idea
Who's there?
of fun, if you have a need to be terrified, if your favorite dreams are nightmares, then this is the movie you've always dreamed of. If you can handle more than 100 jolts of 100% pure terror, then you might be ready. Non-stop roller coaster ride through the most frightening moments of the greatest terror films ever made. Terror in the Eye. It's only a movie, but it's more than enough.
We know, Gorilla Monsoon, you think you've got things figured out the way they seem to be going in the ring, but all of a sudden you can't describe the inner toughness of these wrestlers and how they seemingly are down the drain but keep coming back.
Nothing is predictable in the world of professional wrestling, and I'm sure that Ricky Steamboat will have a lot to say to the World Wrestling Federation Rules Committee about what went down here.
Well, we may not hear about that for a little bit, but as you say, we're going to hear about it. Let's get the announcement.
This next bout is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first in the corner to my right from Las Vegas, Nevada. From the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 235 pounds, Barry O. The opponent from the Kingdom of Tonga, weighing in at 287 pounds, King Tonga.
From the Kingdom of Tonga.
How about that, boy?
Well, Phillips laid that on us. I thought it was the Isle of Tonga. Now it's become a kingdom, and we got a king, and we're looking at him right now. King Tonga.
Okay, well,
He'll have his hands full with Barrio.
I think so. Barrio, he is another. He has the supreme confidence when he's just not strutting. That's him doing it. I mean, he feels every bit of that. He is an aggressive guy, self-confident. He'll fight you anywhere in a ring or in a back
Anywhere
alley
you want to
somewhere.
go. Look at this job.
He's going right after the king.
He'll have to. There's a big weight advantage here in this matchup as well.
Oh! Hey, look at the size of that guy.
Tonga, quickness, shortness, and agility. Oh, what a drop kick.
Dropped right on his head.
Look at Barrio trying to bail out. He couldn't find the end. He couldn't find the doorway. Look at the look on his face.
The fans will love it because he strutted around the ring a little while back. And now suddenly, he's got his attention. Well, side headlock by Barrio on King Tonga, who blocks the shot. Is a headbutt, and Barrio is wobbly and down. Whew. The headbutt is in the repertoire of a lot of wrestlers anymore. There's a flying forearm shot right to the neck of Barrio. There's a foot draped over the bottom rope, so that's that.
No way, no way. That's not the right referee's decision there. Once he decides to break the hold, you've got to break it. You can't let him
start all over again.
Can't let him hook the legs and then go continue with a count. Give me a break. Double reverse chin lock here by King Tonga. Look at Barrio sticking a finger right in the eye.
He's a street brawler, all right.
I don't care how big and strong you are. You get a finger stuck in your eye, it give you a negative attitude.
Forearm shot to the side of the head.
This Tonga is a powerhouse.
Yes, he is. Well set up.
Irish whip now by Barrio. Look out.
He ducks under. Shoulder block. Oh, down goes Barrio.
On that war. Oh, look out.
Offside he goes.
Down hard.
Right over the top. He came down on our camera table. Not to mention the floor itself, floor of the Spectrum.
Barrio pointing to the Korean saying, I got the smarts to beat this guy. Well, that remains to be seen.
He has a legend on the side of his boots, heavy metal. So I presume he's trying to tell us always a punk rocker or enjoys that scenario. Let's see.
Not familiar with that terminology.
They play Glenn Miller today? No, I don't think so.
Mancini, maybe.
You'd hear it on WPEN radio in Philadelphia, that's for sure. Great sound. Okay, Tonga being brought up by a handful of hair by Barrio,
and the referee standing there watching him.
Well, the Tonga kid taking it. In fact, they should be. They're over the ropes. Got to count a. Well, he's not counting at all. Just waiting.
No, he's not doing anything.
Waiting for something to happen.
He's not doing anything. He's not doing his job.
You count this. Well, now he's all right. They're back in the ring finally, but no thanks to the referee.
Barrio is dropping everything he can on this guy, but this guy's absorbing it like a big sponge. And when he gets upset, this match will be over.
Oh, aha! Tonga locked his ankle around the leg of Barrio, so that's the similar.
Blocked it again. Blocked. That's the only block for the suplex.
Suplex! Look out. Oh, yeah. I think that jostled the head of King Tonga, too. There's some scar. He's got a horizontal scar near the shoulder on his right upper arm.
Barrio reaching back, checking out everything to make sure the parts are still working.
Better make sure you can find
need a lube job before this one's over.
And tightening of the body. Whoa! Karate, yeah. Kick, down goes Barrio. Don't go away, fans. You know, the Hulkster has not made his appearance yet, need I remind you.
Neither has Elizabeth.
Yes. Yes. My Lord.
She's a beauty.
A beauty is not even the world. Oh, my.
Look out. Barrio going to the outside. Tonga Kid is in a strong position right now.
Oh! He ducked. He ducked out of it. Tonga rolled to the side a little bit. And Barrio came down on the, I think either one knee or maybe both, I'm not sure.
I think the king is about to crown this guy, Dick.
Well, he's going to make him a serf in his kingdom. There goes a kick to the back of the leg.
I got the hamstring area.
Yep. Just soften him up some more.
Barrio's doing a nice little dance for us.
Whoa.
Oh, look at this. Step over toe hold inverted.
My favorite. I love it. Step over toe hold.
If he drops back with this, it could be dislocated knee.
Oh, he does.
Talk about your pain. He's getting it right now. This is a submission hold. Barrio's a sexy little guy.
He's going back. Oh, wow. Yes, like him or not, you got to get Barrio. He hangs in. He's tough.
He's got to turn over. He's got to get on his stomach if he wants to get out of this particular hold.
Yeah. He's got just to break. He's got to get out of it. He's got to break it somehow.
Going to work on the leg.
Barrio's still in deep trouble because, well, for the head,
rearrange his face for him.
Yeah, he's got to put the nose, put upside down so the rain runs in, I guess.
When Barrio gingerly moving around on that leg that took that punishment. Whoa, ducks under. Oh, do you see that? Reverse crescent kick.
That's right. Oh,
look out.
Oh, maybe.
Good night.
Oh, got him.
See you later.
Later, alligator. That's all she wrote.
King Tonga, from the kingdom of Tonga,
yes,
has left a lasting impression on
His Royal Majesty is doing it. Barry O, not too sure what went wrong. His plan maybe didn't quite work out. He was outclassed, outmatched, outweighed. But you know, King Tonga's not what you call flashy. Just, we all been waiting. Very, very plodding, but just a very definite workman.
Here's a look at what went down earlier here in the Spectrum as he's applying that pressure right on that left leg and that knee area, taking a whole lot of punishment.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, he had a little bit left to raise his hands in victory for the crowd.
Here's his only chance of escape from that particular hole is go to that facial area and rake something, try to get out of there. And now he's going to try to put together something of his own as he takes him back into the ropes for this Irish whip.
Here he goes.
But King Tonga, too clever. Wow, a beautiful
and right on
press and kick.
Gets a little bit of a head start, and here we go. Splash time. It's all over. All over.
Call the taxi. It's time to go home.
Where were we? All right, let's go to ringside, find out about next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, World Wrestling Federation action returns here to the Philadelphia Spectrum on Saturday, October 26th. The first bout will begin at 8 p.m. As always, tickets can be purchased here at the Spectrum during regular business hours and at all of the usual ticket outlets in the metropolitan area. Here are some of the matches already signed for Saturday, October 26th. Tony Gurria will face the Masked Superstar. In a tag team bout, the team of Moondog Spot and his partner, Iron Mike Sharp, will oppose the team of Cousin Jr. and making his return to the ring, Hillbilly Jim. His opponent, the Junkyard Dog. The magnificent Morocco will square off against Tito Santana. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event, Saturday, October 26th, will be a special tag team attraction pairing off the team of Ace Cowboy Bob Orton and his partner, Rowdy Roddy Piper. The team of Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, and Bruno Sammartino. Ladies and gentlemen, this return bout will take place in a 15-foot high steel cage.
Well, how about that, huh? Unbelievable return matchup. A tremendous tag team where pandemonium broke loose here in the Spectrum. It's going to come back in a 15-foot high steel cage.
Well, the thing I like about this, I've often said, using the term, no place to hide.
Absolutely not. The only way you can win is First man to go over the top and reach the arena floor or out the door to the arena floor will be declared a winner.
Well, fans, coming up next is the main event. Hulk Hogan against Randy Macho Man Savage. Don't go away.
Nothing will ever hold you like Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. Farley Granger and John Dahl are engaged in a cold-blooded experiment in murder.
Where's David, Philip? I don't know. Why? Brandon knows. Does he? Doesn't he? Not that I know. Oh, come now. I don't.
And I may be the cause of their twisted crime. Rope.
Well, look at the camera, look at the ring. You talk about pretty. Oh, not her. Not her. She's very pretty, but he is gorgeous.
Take a look at Elizabeth. What a stunning creature. The manager of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Look at they have matching costumes.
Well, Elizabeth,
You are a lot of money you're looking at right there.
Yes. She's stunning. Oh, the eye of the tiger is the theme song playing right now, and you know not what that means, but who that means. Here he comes down the tunnel. Fans, holding that belt aloft is what it's all about.
This is the final bout of the evening, scheduled for one fall with a 1 hour time limit, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 237 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ladies and gentlemen, he is also accompanied by his manager, Elizabeth. The opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing 307 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hulkamania is alive and well in Philadelphia.
Hulkamania has captured the imagination of people, not all over the country here in Philadelphia, but all over the world. It is something to feel, to experience. Well, Macho Man can talk his head off, talk Hulk Hogan's head off. He's going to have to get it on shortly.
This is what he's been waiting for. This is what he's been striving for all these past months here in the World Wrestling Federation, accumulating that very impressive win record. This is the hottest item. This is what the World Wrestling Federation Championship Committee deems the #1 challenger. That's why he's got the greatest opportunity of his life right here, right now. Well, you heard the bell. The cape is off. The headband is off. The shades are off. Macho Man is on. Macho Man Randy Savage possessing the most deadly move in all of professional wrestling, that flying elbow patented as he has it down pat off that top rope. No one gets up from that. I haven't seen anyone get up from that, Dick. What is this? Trying to do a psych job now on the champion is the Macho Man. He's looking at all those Hulkster shirts there and trying to intimidate. He did intimidate those youngsters. Well, he's back. Elizabeth, lovely child that she is, she's in bad company, but anyway, that's her choice. Hulkster, as usual, in phenomenal condition. They make contact, push and shove. Hulkster with a big weight advantage. Oh! Woo! And a power advantage. And a Macho Man bailing out. In a bad part of town over there. That's right. Elizabeth applauding. Words of encouragement to her man. Incidentally, of late on national television, Macho Man has not been treating Elizabeth very well. Well, been verbally abusing her. I wonder how long she's going to stay to be abused. Only time will tell. Out again. He's out again is right. And the Hulkster says, hey, I want him right dead center in that ring, man. That's where I want this guy. And if he wanted anything of me, that's where he would be, the Hulkster's saying. Yeah, he's telling referee Joe Morella, I want him right here in the middle of the ring. Come on, let's get it on. After all this time, what's to wait for? Well, he knows that it's all on the line. All the marbles are up for sale right here. Well, all the talk is over. All the posturing. He's got to be very careful how he attacks. Did you see that? Laying down the gauntlet, expectorating toward the Hulkster is not a way to win friends and influence people. Well, he's going to try to do a little psych job on the champ. In my opinion, he's going to have to do it. Well, the Hulkster just very stalking. Yes, stalking is a good word. Arm wringer now by the champion. Oh, look at him go to work now on the left arm of the Macho Man, who bails out immediately. He is quick, and he's out. And he's and the Hulkster going right out after him. The Hulkster says, come on, man, back here. Well, he's been ranting and raving that he wants a crack at the title. Now he's got it. May have bit off him more than he could chew. Well, he's favoring that upper arm, but he hasn't lost any other agility so far. Oh, he's got that. He's got that spring in those legs. He really does. And once he gets the upper hand on you, forget about it. Oh, Hulk Hogan sit right back at Macho Man. Woo! He is bigger than life. Hulk Hogan is bigger than the whole world. Macho Man perched up on top. Look at the excellent balance here. Oh! After Hulk he caught the Hulk trying to come back inside. Look out. Ram into the top turnbuckle. Snapmare takedown. Oh! Dropped that knee right across the throat. He's handing the Hulkster his head right now.
Suplex attempt. No, the Hulk blocked it. Couple of left hands right to the side of the face of the champion. As the Macho Man with a little bit of advantage here, taking advantage of the situation. Oh, nice block by the champ. Oh, rammed Savage's head. And Savage went flying like a rag doll. Whoa, what a right hand roundhouse. Macho Man bailing out, and the champ going right out after him. He's hiding behind the girl. He certainly is. Look at this. Oh, Macho Man holding Elizabeth out in front of him. And Elizabeth saying, please, Hulk. Oh, Hulk's not about to hit a lady. Can you believe that? No, not in this world, man. How macho can you be when you pull your manager, who happens to be a beautiful young lady, in front of you to stop the Hulkster? You don't have respect for a guy that do something like that. He's supposed to be macho. He's supposed to be a man. Covering up now, the Macho Man. Well, Hulkster's still very much in the center of the ring. Now they make contact again. A side headlock by the Hulkster. Displaying those magnificent upper arms. Squeezing the head of Randy, the Macho Man Savage. While his manager, Elizabeth the Lovely, looked on. Hulkster applying a whole lot of pressure with his side headlock. And Macho grabbing a handful of hair. Oh, big right hand by the Hulk. Drops him to the canvas once more like a bad habit. Side headlock again. Cranking. Well, the referee checking is okay. Oh, he's all right around the throat. Champ very vulnerable with those grabbing the hair. And the referee saw that. Handing it to him now. Wow, what a roundhouse. Macho Man whipped in upside down in the turnbuckle. He's hung up there. He's got that boot underneath the steel turnbuckle. And he's hung up there. The Hulkster says, now, baby, now. Mama, I'm going to take it to you. Blatant chokehold here by the champion as he's got the Macho Man, Randy Savage, hooked upside down in the corner. Referee turns him loose. Well, the Hulkster's right on a tear. Levels a blow right to the floor. Watch out! What an atomic drop! Macho Man comes flying out. Right, almost literally into the arms of Elizabeth. And the champ coming around the corner after him. Elizabeth, baby. Oh, look at this. Again. We see it. The Macho Man pulling his manager, Elizabeth, right in front of him. Elizabeth says, please, don't hit me. Give me hours to get this makeup on, please. The Hulkster says, move back. Well, this guy can call himself Macho Man after tonight. I wonder. What a despicable display on the part of Randy Savage. Right, right. Pulling his manager, Elizabeth, out in front of him. Oh! He caught Hogan coming through the ring. Rope. Outsmarted the champ there, but look at this outsmart job. Look out. Hulkster went in shoulder first. 1 count, 2. The Hulkster dodged the bullet on that one. Woo. Knee to the side of the head. Taking him over the top rope. Working him over. Champ taking some punishment here. Got a oh, close. Referee Morello right on top of it. Very, very close. Look out, Randy Savage up on top. Oh, double axe handle. Right to the back of the head of the champ. So we can have a new champion. Oh, man. Oh, was that close? That was 2 3/4, fans. Almost a count of 3. By Randy Savage. Oh, nobody there. No, body. As the champ moves out. Look at the champion. struggling to get to his feet, get in the corner, use the ropes to his advantage, and he stopped Savage with a knee. But Savage still in control. Look out, Macho Man going to the outside. His favorite flying elbow. The champ is waiting for him. Woo! Big right hand. The Hulkster delivers another blow right between the eyes as the Macho Man goes down. And another shot. Winding up now. Irish whip in. Look out. Oh! Line.
The lights may be out, fans.
Down for the cover.
No. Yes. That was it. The bell rang. I think. Referee Morella, I swear I heard the bell on the count of three.
Well, for a 3 count, he made a 3 count.
Wait a minute, he's
saying no, the one shoulder wasn't down. Outside goes Randy Savage to the floor.
Elizabeth over there to help him, whatever she can do.
He's trying to help him up. Look at the Hulk thing. Get out of the way. Look at that. Picks up Elizabeth and moves her out of the way. Throwing the Macho Man back inside. He wasn't about to be stopped that time by Elizabeth. Oh, man. Went to the well. Macho Man going up to the top, his favorite maneuver. That flying elbow that puts so many a man away. Here it comes. Oh, the Hulk wasn't there. And the Hulk off the ropes with an elbow of his own. Hooks the leg. He got it. Woo! Capacity crowd on its feet here in the Spectrum. Macho Man complaining about the count. Look out. Pearl Harbor job from behind. Macho Man now with the belt. Our champ referee Morella. There goes the referee out. Oh, wow. Macho Man's got his hands on the World Championship belt. Look out below.
He brought that flying down on the top of the head of Hulk Hogan.
The champ is down on the floor. And the Macho Man putting the belt on. It doesn't belong to him. Let's get the official list.
And still, World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hogan the winner, but look at him. He's down on the floor. He's hurt.
Well, Macho Man can carry that belt around. The man, the way he hid behind his manager, Elizabeth, tonight. No way. Even the Girl Scouts wouldn't have him.
Certainly wasn't very macho. That's for sure. Look out. The Hulk coming back. He's got his belt. Just missed him. Woo! I'll tell you, man, back out there, no way, shape, or form.
What a happening. What a happening.
We've seen the last of Randy Savage for this evening.
Man, every time out is a war with a Hulkster involved.
Hulkster got whacked right across the back of the neck. A very vicious blow with the championship belt. I'm sure we haven't seen the last of this confrontation. Hulk holding on to that right on the back there where you got that external occipital protuberance, Dick, that sticks right out there.
Your mouth.
He came close to dropping the title right here in Philadelphia, where it's changed hands before, but still, the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, Hulk Hogan, he knew he was in a battle.
Well, that's about it for this time at the Spectrum. Back again October the 26th, a full program. Terry Funk, the Junkyard Dog. We're going to have a tag team. Don't miss it. Nothing like watching on the tube, but be here for the action. For Gorilla Monsoon, this is Dick Graham. Have a good month, everybody.